Hey y'all. So in this video, I'm going to summarize what you've learned about matrix multiplication, right? So this was the last operation. We had an intro video. We did some work with this together in class, and then now I want to just review it. And so I figured the best way to do it was to actually do something that you were going to be working on. And so you have this DeltaMath assignment. And so I wanted to actually do the DeltaMath assignment myself. So there's a total of 15 questions that we're asking you to get correct, right? And 5 of them are in that other section where it's guided, which is a really good place to start. And then this one, we're asking you to get 10 correct, and it's multiplying matrices. And you might be wondering, like, oh my God, why do I have to do 10? Like, I get this already. But this is really one of those things that, like, fluency and speed with this and confidence are very important because we want to be able to get like very fluent with it. And the more you practice, the quicker you get with it, the more confidence you build with it. And so that's why we're asking you to get 10 of them correct, because that really shows a level of confidence and understanding of it. If you need more than 10, like if it takes you a ton of problems to get 10 right, maybe we need to think about what are we doing when we're doing this. So I would definitely be having out a separate sheet of paper to work through these problems, because it's really important that you're doing a work matrix. Right? So I'm going to do it over here on the side of my screen. But if you're doing it on paper or some other document, that's fine as well. Okay, so let's see. The first thing that I want to do is I'm going to be multiplying the rows by the columns. So let's think about the final dimensions. So I've got 3 rows and 3 columns. This is 3 by 3. Here I've got 3 rows and 3 columns as well. So I'm multiplying that by a 3 by 3. If you recall, hopefully, the 2 in the middle have to match. Yay! And therefore, the outside ones, the rows of the first one, because I'm multiplying rows by columns, and the columns of the second one become the dimensions, the order of my final matrix. So it's 3 by 3. So let's go ahead and do that. 3 by 3. And then I just have to figure out what goes in each cell. So here's my work matrix. I'm going to do -1 times -1 plus 3 times 0, -3 times -1. Awesome. Let's see, what do I do next? First row, second column. -1 times -1 is 1. 3 times 0 is 0. I forgot my plus sign. That's pretty bad. Another plus sign. -3 times +1 is -3. And then my first row, third column, -1 times -4 is 4. Plus 3 times 1. And then -3 times 1 plus -3. No, I'm running out of room there. It's okay. Okay, so for second row, first column, I'm going to use a new color. 3 times 0, I get 0, plus -1. No, 3 times -1. That was wrong. See? Good thing I'm writing it out. That would give us -3. -1 times 0 is 0. 4 times -1 is -4. 3 times -1 is -3. -1 times 0 is 0. So now I'm doing the second row, second column. Right? If you need to number them, go for it. And then 4 times 1 is 4. Second row, third column, 3 times -4 is -12. -1 times 1 is -1. 4 times 1 is +4. And then finally, my third row, 1 times -1 is -1. 0. -5 times -1 is +5. third row, second column. 1 times -1 is -1. 0 times 0 is 0. -5 times 1 is -5. And then finally, 1 times -4 is -4 plus 0. -5 times 1 is -5, right? So this is non-negotiable. This is a non-negotiable. You need to have a work matrix. We obviously can't control that when you're doing DeltaMath, but that is going to be our expectation when we're assessing you on this, right? Like, what are you doing to show us your understanding? Like, I should see this work matrix. So then I can go ahead and I can simplify. And while I simplify, I'm going to type it into each cell. So I'm not using a calculator for this. So there's 4. I go over to the next one. I get -2. Oh gosh, I can't read my handwriting. That was 4 plus 3 minus 3, right? 4 plus 3 minus 3 is going to be 4. -3 plus -4, -7. -3 plus 4 is 1. -12 minus 1 is -13 plus 4 is -9. -1 plus 5 is 4. -1 minus 5 is -6. -4 minus 5 is -9. So let's see. I'm going to submit my answer. I'm going to say yes. Oh, I got it. Right? And then the awesome part, and hopefully we recognize this about DeltaMath at this point, but something that's great about this is that I can go ahead and actually, let's say I didn't know how to get my answer, and I used some app that told me the answer, or I somehow figured out something. It then is going to tell me, well, here's the order of the first one, here's the order of the second one, therefore there's the order of the product, right? That's what we talked about, and it tells you why. It then goes ahead to, you can hover over each one to see what was the work matrix that went into it to get this final answer, right? So this is a great resource if you're having any trouble with like, well, why are these things true? Okay. I'm going to do another one with you all. Let's see. I'm going to clear this. So find the product of the following matrices. So here I've got, so we should find the order first. This is 2 by 3. And this one is 3 by 4. The middle match. Therefore, my order is going to be 2 by 4 is going to be my final answer. Right, so 2 by 4. I'm going to have my non-negotiable work matrix over here. I don't know why that's so large. And I'm going to be multiplying rows by columns. So I'm going to take the first row, first column. That's going to give me 0 plus 3 plus 4. First row, second column. That's going to give me 0 plus 0 minus 4. First row, third column. 0 plus 3 minus 4. First row, fourth column. 0 minus 12 plus 0. Awesome. And then let's do the second row. So second row, first column. It's going to be down here. 3 plus 0 plus 0. That's nice because I've got these two zeros here, so I really know what's going to happen here, right? First row, second column is going to be -1 plus 0 plus 0. First row, third column, I don't even need to think because I have these two zeros in my second spot that I'm always going to be using right now. It's going to be 2 plus 0 plus 0. And then the second row, fourth column, I'm going to get -3 plus 0 plus 0. Right, so there's my non-negotiable work matrix. I already have the order set up, and then I just have to simplify. 7 -4. 3 minus 4 is -1. -12. I'm just pushing the tab button, and that's the order it's going in. Right? I'm doing like the entire first row and then the entire second row. So 3, -1, 2, -3. Yay! Right? And so very similar to what we did last time, if I go ahead and erase some of this information, if I didn't get it right, that's okay. Like, use this as a resource to see, okay, here's the order of the first, here's the order of the second. Remember that the order you multiply in matters. You can't switch it. If I tried to switch these, I actually wouldn't, it would be undefined, right? And then I can hover over each element to see what was the work that went into that, which is something that you are expected to be showing. Okay, so the expectation is that you're doing a total of 15. It's 5 from the guided piece, and this is an assignment that you guys got, not this past class, actually the class before. So 5 from the guided, 10 from this, right? It wasn't just a random number. It is very important to practice, right? Like, you gotta really immerse yourself in it and practice. Please don't pick up a calculator. We have not talked anything about calculators at this point. This should be math that we're doing, that we're thinking through, right? And we want to work on our fluency with this. So hopefully this helped you guys get a start or a better understanding of what the expectation for this assignment is. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and we will see you all next time.